Sunday, March 17th, 2019, and it is 9:15. The sun set a half hour ago, and it's about +5 right now. It is really, really melting. Looks like the weather for this next week is going to be around +12 and up, and probably around -5 to -7 at night. And I'm going to unwrap my hives. Didn't get any mice in those dangerous mouse traps, but I just moved a bale right here before and I heard squeak, squeak, squeak. I have actually not heard a mouse squeak so squeakily before. Who knows, one might jump out on me later on. It is so slippery and muddy. I should have on my rubber boots. That's it. Squeaker, I think, has his home built underneath this last hive. He poked his head out right under there before. He's a big, fat little guy. Hopefully we can get him. Those mouse traps are no good. Okay. I don't know if you can see all the tunnels made by that little varmint. Oh, there. Come on, right there. These are all his tunnels, his little mazes in there, all the way out. So we cleaned out a few more of the dead bees from the bottom boards and placed some hay over the mud puddle so that when the bees fly out tomorrow they won't land in the mud puddle. They can land on the hay and hopefully get back into their hives. And there's 2 big, fat, chubby, squeaky mice that keep talking to us. We moved the mouse traps, but they're getting a little smart. Well, I think we're about done. So it's the next morning at 10:30. There's a west breeze. I think it's about +10 right now. And the sun is nice and warm, but it's still kind of chilly. And there are some bees flying around, but there's also some that are landing on the snow, and I'm not sure how much they're getting back up. Is he gonna get back up? Whoop, whoop. Just heard the mouse. Oh, Sheba. He has the mouse trap. Sheba, here. They're flying out quite a bit, although I don't see as much brown snow as I thought I would. But I gotta admit, I absolutely love that sound, the soft humming. So I opened this hive up. There's a few live bees crawling around, but this hive died. I actually have not really seen a dead hive like this before. That's too bad. There's lots of dead bees down there, so I'll have to clean that up. Lots of the bees are in the cells. They're looking for food. These boxes are pretty light and the frames are empty. There, so I emptied out the 2 supers of dead bees. They were all scattered throughout the box. Their heads down in the cells looking for food. They must have starved just almost within the last week, because last week or a week and a half when we peeked in there were some live bees, I believe, and I had videoed that actually on the previous video. Okay, now you can see I had kind of scraped inside, but no mice, just dead bees. It'd be incredible if I actually found the queen in here, because I do believe she's marked. She was a new queen from last year. And we paid, I think, 40 bucks for her. Aw, she was from really good stock from Saskatchewan, I believe. This is actually very, very interesting, because there were only a couple frames that had just a tad bit of mold. There was not much moisture at all in these hives, or this hive. At least, and these bees are basically dry. Wow, there's a lot of bees here. And all that, too, right? A lot of bees. Oh, there's one. This hive here was number 7. Number 6 here, it still is alive, although it has a really small cluster. I knocked it down 1 super. This guy seems super strong. This is hive number 1. There were bees throughout all 3 supers there. So I just left them all intact, gave them some syrup and some pollen patty. This little one still has a few bees. It's a small cluster, so I knocked it down to 1 box, gave them some syrup, and did the same thing with that hive. They don't seem very strong, nor does that one. Going to put some entrance reducers and keep praying, and you can pray with me. Kind of have a bit of a mess to clean up. By the way, that mouse played peekaboo on me again, said hi. Sheba had caught one, but there's still another one. Anyway, lots of stuff to clean up. All the bottom boards look like that. There's like basically no mold in these hives, which is, I think, pretty incredible. It's empty, bees, empty, bees, bees, bees. May always bless them.